Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to go through two things that will really help you with your ultra marathon time. They're super simple, so it's learning how to walk faster and getting more proficient at your walking, and the second thing is reducing your aid station time. So here I have a chart for a 24-hour 100-mile finish time, which is fast, but I chose 24 hours because it's just an easy time to work with. In the chart, you can see on the far left, I have run-walk intervals. So if you look at the first row there, it's 1 minute of running and 9 minutes of walking. So you're walking most of the race. But you can see if you go through to different walking times, how much faster your running pace has to be able to finish in 24 hours. So if you're able to walk a 15-minute pace, your running time could be 10:30. Now, if we add just 1 minute to your walking pace, so now you're walking a 16-minute pace, still a really good walking pace, but now you have to run a 7:30 pace, so 3 minutes faster per mile to be able to finish in 24 hours. And now do the 17-minute walking pace. You have to run a 6-minute pace to be able to finish in 24 hours. So now you can go through the other examples. If you do 2:8, 2 minutes of running, 8 minutes of walking, 3 minutes of running, 7 minutes of walking, go through the different walk and run paces and see how much easier it is to reduce your walking pace. So you're just reducing it by 1 to 2 minutes per mile compared to reducing your running pace by 2, 3, 4 minutes per mile. It's a lot harder to do. So here you can see it's just so beneficial if runners can improve their walking pace, even if it's by 1 minute per mile. The second easiest way to reduce your ultramarathon time is by reducing your aid station time. This is something that people don't really think about. So the first thing I recommend you do is go back to your most recent ultras and look at what your moving time was compared to your total time. And that'll tell you how much your stop time was. So a lot of people don't really think about this or even look at it. And most times they don't really pay attention to it until I point it out, and they don't realize how much time they were actually stopped during their race. So that's the first step. I recommend going back to your last race, the last couple races, and see how much stop time you had. Now, to make this easy, I am again using a 100-mile race, and I'm doing 13 aid stations since a lot of 100-milers have between 10 and 15 aid stations. Now, here you can see on the left, I have stop time per aid station. And on the right, I have average pace that you would have to maintain to finish in 30 hours. So if you stop for 20 minutes, which sounds like a lot, but is actually pretty common for ultra marathoners, time goes by really fast. So again, when you're looking back at your past ultras, see how much time you stopped at each aid station. And you'll see like that time comes and goes very quickly, even though it might not seem like it was 20 minutes. So it's actually not an unrealistic number here. So if you stop for 20 minutes at all 13 aid stations, you need to average a 15:24 moving pace to be able to finish in 30 hours. Let's say you cut that aid station time in half. So now it's just 10 minutes. You're getting in and out quicker. You can move a lot slower and still finish in 30 hours. Now your moving pace just has to be a 16:42 pace. Right, so it's almost a minute and a half per mile slower that you're able to move just because you're cutting your aid station time in half. Another way to think about this is what your finish time will be because of the added time from stopping at the aid stations. All right, so again, this is for a 100-mile example, 13 aid stations, and let's look at the 20 minutes. So you stop at each aid station for 20 minutes. That's going to add 4 hours and 20 minutes to your total finish time. All right, so your finish time is going to be 29:19. It's a great time. But again, let's see what you'll finish in if you cut that aid station time in half. So now you're just stopping for 10 minutes per aid station. You're adding 2 hours and 10 minutes to your total race time, but now you're finishing in 27:10. So what you can see from all this information is that, it's really hard to make up that stop time. It's just a lot easier to be really efficient in the aid stations. Think of it as a place to reset and just to take care of yourself as efficiently as possible so you can get to the next aid station as quickly as possible. So it's not a place to rest, it's not a place to recover, because that stop time is just going to be really hard to make up. Like, you just have to move really, really fast to make up every single minute that you've lost by stopping. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, let me know.